All right. I've been getting this question a lot lately, and so I figured I would do a quick video to summarize buying and selling a home, uh, specifically in this market, which is the seller's market, but I'll explain the whole process, which will work in any market. So essentially what we're talking about is somebody or family who owns an existing home and they would like to have that home sold and purchase a new home. And how does that look from start to finish? What do they do first? Do they buy a home first? Do they sell their existing home first? And what are the options? So what I'll do first is I will cover the market conditions. So we've got a buyer's market, which we are definitely not in right now. We've got a seller's market. And in the middle here, got a balanced market. This is my happy place. This is where I like to sell real estate in. But we've got a pendulum which swings back and forth over time and market cycles. And right now the pendulum is here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada in August 2023. We are in a seller's market. Seller's market is fun for the sellers, not so fun for the buyers. And when the pendulum swings its way back to balanced, it's neither favoring seller nor buyer. It's balanced. Everybody's kind of meh, lukewarm. And then the buyers, obviously, the buyer's market favors the buyers, right? So in a seller's market, we have a homeowner who owns an existing home. This is it. I know I'm not Bob Ross, but just bear with me. So this is the existing home. And this family would like to purchase a new home. Let's say they want to get a 2-story. They want to buy this new home, right? So how do they do it? Well, let's break it down. Easy steps, right? Here, this guy's got a door, this guy's got another door, and a window there for good measure. All right, so what can we do? Well, if you own the home, you can sell this home, right? We could just take this existing home and put it on the market and aim to get into the new home in one smooth transition, which is the typical goal of a family looking to sell and buy, is to make one smooth transition. So they don't want to sell their home and go and rent for a month a different home and then go and move again into the new home. They'd like to have a nice smooth transition. So let's say we're going to do this. We're going to sell this home and we'll get a firm sale as of today's date. Ideally, you want to have as long as possible between when that firm sale date occurs and when they take possession of this new home, right? Or in order to allow enough time to take possession of this new home. So they're going to sell, they've got a long possession, they're going to go out and purchase a new home once they have this sale, firm sale. And what is the firm sale? Just to clarify here. So we put the house on the market, their existing home, they accept an offer to purchase, and let's just say for illustrative purposes, there is a financing condition and there's a home inspection condition. So both of those conditions are satisfied. The property is now in a firm sale, awaiting possession date to when the sellers will give keys to the buyer. And this is some future date, which ideally will be couple of months, few months out, as long as you can get out into the future to allow enough time to secure this new home, right? So unconditional sale, and giving up keys on this home, and we want to align this purchase date with this date as well. And I find that people do like to even have maybe a couple of weeks of a window overlap where they'll take this home here a couple of weeks early in order to allow them to comfortably move over some of their items, clean the existing home, and not have to rush all in one day. And typically, as long as you have a firm sale on your existing home, then this is called bridge financing, and typically that's not an issue. Obviously, it comes at a cost. Every situation is different. Speak to your lender to confirm. Typically, that's not an issue as long as you have a firm sale on your existing home. So what are the, I guess, benefits of doing it this way and the potential drawbacks? Well, the benefit is you know what you're getting for your home, you know what you're working with. So that's kind of nice to know exactly what your budget is. But in this market, specifically in a seller's market, it's gonna be easier to sell this existing home, but buying the new home can be a challenge. If you've got the average home that you're looking for hitting the market and having 10 offers on it, then that's a challenge for you. You're gonna have to compete with 10 other buyers in order to beat them out onto this property here. And so I guess on the Chicken Little end of the scale, the worrisome end of the scale, you sell this home, you're competing on their purchase, you're not able to purchase, you could end up with no home, which obviously is no good. And so that's the ultimate kind of risk that you could face here. And when we're in a seller's market, we've got, let's say we're here today, the market is really, market prices are trending up at the moment, right? So if you sell your home here and you're looking to purchase here, you might end up paying a little bit more for that new home. And like I say, if you've got competing offer situation, you've got 10, 20 other offers on a property, which is not unheard of in this marketplace, then you could have some challenges in even acquiring that new home. So it may be advisable to do the other way of doing this move, which is to find the new home first. And so let's look at that now. You go out and you purchase this new home, right? And same type of a scenario, we're gonna put in an offer. And by the way, this is not advice for anybody's personal circumstances. You can reach out and ask me any questions. We can talk about your personal situation or talk to your favorite real estate person, a lawyer, mortgage lender. Talk to your experts on this, right? For this situation here, we're gonna purchase the new home. So you're gonna go through, you're gonna look at properties, you're gonna find that home and put in an offer. Let's say you get the offer accepted. Same type of a situation, you've got conditions which are satisfied. Now you have a firm sale on, a firm purchase on your new home, and you're gonna want to give as much time as possible between a firm purchase here and the possession date where you will actually get the keys over here, in order to allow enough time for you to list and sell your existing home. Now, it is advisable to do your homework ahead of time so you know what your home is worth, market stats, the average time on market. You've assessed your property, you've decluttered, you've taken care of any deferred maintenance, and have everything pretty well ready to go on this. So once you do have your new home secured, this one can go straight up on the market. We can get that one sold for you quickly. So the risk, I guess, the ultimate, let's go to the worry side here to cover everyone who wants to know all the what could go wrong here, right? Well, if you purchase this home and this home is not sold, you could end up with two properties at the same time, which that's not good either, right? I've helped people through these situations and one other, which I'm going to get to, and it's worked out for everybody. So I'm not saying this to cause somebody to worry or to pick one over the other. Realistically, I just want to give you the information so that you can make an informed decision. You can do some research and just ponder really what makes the most sense for you, right? So yeah, I guess the ultimate risk on this one is that you end up with two properties. But in a seller's market, it is more difficult to buy the new home. It is easier to sell your existing home. So perhaps that is the best option here in the seller's market, is to go out and secure your new home first, right? And again, most people will want to do a little buffer here where the existing home, you're keeping it here, you're taking possession of the new home. So actually this should be this way, right here. So you're taking possession of this new home here, you're giving up keys to your existing home here. So you're giving yourself a couple of weeks buffer to move over comfortably, right? The third scenario is to purchase this new home, but do so with a sale of buyer's home condition. Sale of buyer's home condition. And if there's any realtors watching this video, probably rolling their eyes right now, because in a seller's market, this offer with a sale of buyer's home condition is going right to the bottom of the pile, and it may not even be considered at all. But we're just going to cover this just so that you know, and for illustrative purposes. And every situation is different, even in a seller's market. This may have its place. So the sale of buyer's home condition, essentially, the advisable thing to do is get your home all ready to go for the market. We're going to know roughly what it's worth, market value, attend to any deferred maintenance, declutter, stage, get it ready to go, maybe even do all the photographs and everything so it's ready to go on the market as soon as you've secured that new property. And then once this property's all ready to go, then we're going to get out and we're going to start shopping. We're going to start shopping for that new home. And this existing home is not on the market yet, right? We go out, we find the new home, and let's say, for example, you get the property, you secure the property, you have this sale buyer's home condition as a condition of your offer, right? And more than likely, you're still going to have a financing condition and a home inspection condition as well that you're going to need to attend to. But with regards to the sale of buyer's home condition, it comes with a schedule that, or a clause schedule that has certain things that need to be taken care of. Now, number one is a time period, which is blank, but I would say typically what I'm seeing is 24 to 72 hours. And what is this time period here that I'm talking about? Well, this time period references that the owners of this home, they can continue to market their property for sale and seek a buyer on their home, even though you've got it conditionally sold right now. And if they find a buyer that's willing to give them an offer that is acceptable to them, they can accept it and they can give you the notice on the sale of buyer's home schedule that you need to put up and remove that condition, or you need to walk. And essentially you're getting bumped and they're taking that new offer, and that new offer is a new set of buyers they're taking over. So there are some risks here with this sale of buyer's home condition of getting bumped in that time period. And this can happen at any stage in your game. Let's say you've got the property secured. Let's say you've already paid for your home inspection, which might be $500. So you're invested time, money, and then you this falls in your lap and you've got 24 hours to remove your conditions or to walk away, which puts a bit of a dilemma on most people, right? And additionally to doing it in this way, I mean, this does take care of the risk of selling before buying and potentially ending up with no home, or buying before selling and potentially owning two homes, right? This takes care of that risk, but in order to give you that peace of mind and that convenience, there are certain things you need to consider as well. In order to get a seller to accept this sale of buyer's home condition, they may be a little less flexible on pricing. So on the scale of market valuation of this home you're purchasing, you might need to be on the higher end of that scale in order to appeal to the sellers enough to get them to accept this offer. And the other thing is, on your existing home, the time of testing the top end of the market, some people like to do that, is reduced. So you definitely want to be sharpen your pencil and make sure you're really dialed in on your market value to get to a list price that will bring in offers ASAP, so that we keep this exposure to a minimum of getting bumped out on the sale of buyer's home condition, right? So that is essentially it in terms of how can you sell and buy in this marketplace, and really any marketplace, buyer, seller, balanced market, and what you're going to look at, right? This is a general synopsis of what can happen. Every situation is different. We can't cover all of that. I can't cover all of that in the video. So if you have a personal situation or a question or something you'd like to run by me, by all means, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to talk. And if there's any ideas for any future videos, or you would like me to elaborate any aspect of this further, let me know, DM me, or put a comment down below, and I'd be happy to look at that in future videos. Thanks for watching.